Yuji's full face was finally revealed as he speaks to Nobara discussing Megumi's own death. And not only that, but we have mention of Satoru Gojo in this chapter, as well as Dabara being dubbed the hero of Earth, with the final chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen coming out, and a complete conclusion to the Jujutsu Kaisen franchise as a whole, and even Dabara returning back to Earth in the final chapter. This was nothing short of a crazy chapter. Let's just get right into it. The final JJK Modulo chapter. Be sure to leave a like on the video, it helps out so much, thank you very much. And of course, do subscribe for a ton of consistent and quality JJK content just YouTuber talking about this. The incident that happened in Tokyo 69 years ago in Japan. This video that constantly sparks a cat and mouse game of uploading and deleting. Why would an alien and a curse? And then we actually get to see it shows 2018 Mahoraga, right? And comparing Mahoraga in 2086. And it says, believe it or not, this demon, that Satoru Gojo, my goat getting name drop, was supposed to have buried that appeared in Tokyo once again. Look, it's the same curse from 69 years ago, facing off against a three-eyed sorcerer. According to a certain report, this guy is apparently an alien who came from the planet of Sumeru, hundreds of millions of light years away. You ask why an alien is fighting a curse? That's because he is an alien of justice. That's what I'm talking about. Sumerian propaganda. That's what I love to see. You know, this is very funny because this guy, this YouTuber, is pretty much a representation of all JJK YouTubers, where like he's basically getting leaks for the Dabara versus Mahoraga fight, spreading misinformation, spreading his bad opinion and bad takes, and like everyone believes that and now it becomes fact. He's literally a representation of me and every other JJK YouTuber that just exists and covers leaks. So pretty funny, honest to God. He fought that demon in our place. Respect. I'm seriously moved. I can't wait for the day that we get to meet him. Just very funny stuff. Now on page 17, it was true that the new shadow style birds could film even curses, and it's very funny. We get to see the three grandchildren of Uy and Uy being there looking very funny, as you know, he filmed the whole thing illegal. It's a problem when things like that are done without permission. Why are we playing catch today? Playing catch was probably a bit annoying when you're a kid. See, this becomes funny when you're an adult, waking up with a dull body with moderate exercise and lazily keeping it up. Page 18, the perfect chance to get to know each other. Maybe that's why middle-aged guys start playing golf, because then they get to talk about nations, ethnic groups, individuals. All that stuff tends to be overlooked as people just talk. People do not exist for the sake of a nation. The nation exists for the sake of the people. We end up forgetting such an obvious thing. So honestly, there's some very nice writing at the end, and don't worry, Dabara actually appears at the end, and there's also an announcement at the end as well. But don't worry about me skimming over these translations. I'm going to do a huge review after this spoiler video, and this chapter's not finished. Then I'm going to just talk about in depth and analyze the whole thing. So for now, I'm just showing you the basic translation. Page 19, the challenges are piling up. That's exactly why, like this, we should treasure the time we spend facing each other head on. Our techniques, chaos and harmony, even though chaos never really came into play, but they are surely what I would call a wish, or as I would call, plot, a device that just solves every single problem that Gege needs. You know, a wish, plot device, you know, call it what you want. Page 20, a bright future. Everyone pursues their own wishes. In that process, someone might get hurt. Everyone chases happiness, wishing for as many people as possible to have, even just a little, together with themselves. Even if it's just one person, even a small amount, so they can grant happiness to others as much as possible. About Earth, about everyone, please tell me more. As he throws the ball Maru to Tsurugi, and he says, oh, you too, yeah, I'm really glad Yuka-chan was saved. But in exchange, Dabara. And that's what the chef is basically saying to Yuka, and Dabara actually comes back to get that chef's... I mean, I'm not even going to finish that sentence, but the final page, compared to something like Yuka-chan's life, my love life doesn't matter at all. Stop thinking about it. It wasn't like it didn't matter, is it? And we see at the end, Yuka shocked as Dabara walks in, coming back for that chef. Dabara came back. He said, fuck being the Diskunte chieftain. I'm getting that human, you know what. But hey, that's it for the chapter. A very, like, that's the end. That's the end of JJK Modulo, by the way. So I'll show you here. It was said, like, officially, this is the final chapter of Modulo. And we even have the final words of Yuji and Gege as well, which I'll show you now. So Gege's final words are, having my color art published alongside Iwasaki-san, which is Yuji, was the most educational experience for me. See you guys later. And Yuji Iwasaki says, I gave it my absolute all just to keep up, and after half a year, I'm completely burned out. I'll build up my strength and come back. The editor's final comment, which you see at the end of the chapter, says, thanks for reading for half a year. Stay tuned for Gege and Iwasaki-sensei's next work, the final volume of JJK Modulo, which is what we just read. This is the final chapter, final volume. The volume itself comes out on the 1st of May, or I guess you could say like 21st of April, it doesn't really matter, right? But that's it. And by the way, this doesn't confirm Gege and Yuji are working together in the future. They could, but it's actually referring maybe either to individual works or similar works. It could be interpreted anyway, but that is the actual end of JJK. Wow, what a ride it's been for Modulo. Honest to God, what a complete ride. I'll have the full review coming out literally within 12 to 20 hours, like a massive review for this chapter. And of course, please be sure to subscribe, because I'll be having a 2 to 3 hour long complete review of the entire Modulo story, like a massive review on Modulo. So if you don't want to miss that, it's going to be very big, just analyzing the hell of it and giving my final thoughts on the story. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And if you did enjoy the video, do leave a like on it as well. It does help out if you leave a like. Thank you so much. But hey, that's all from me, everyone. I'll see you in my future videos. Have a wonderful day and take care.